Celeste won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Ifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Bludenberg! God damn it!
It's backwards. That's funny.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no...
No, that's wrong.
Yep, we do.
That's it. The handbook.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
Yep.
The handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life. Shh. The handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it displays your name. Always make sure to have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook, so it has some many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Oof.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it.
Alright. Alright.
Bring everything to an end.
True. Closing argument. Alright. The hell am I supposed to get? How do I move this again? Oh. Okay. Shh. Oh yeah, put the right one, yeah, okay. Twirly dance. Alright. This is definitely Hifumi.
Alright. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Yep.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next,
She's still my fave, don't matter.
to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him. While the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They took Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds. That the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the
Look at Toko. She's so cute.
So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
Yeah, there's like a
That explains
dog.
why each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
What do you mean? It's right. They used the right hammer. Oh, that.
Here's exactly what happened. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
All right.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Yeah.
Using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. They even make it beautiful for her. It's so shoujo. Beautiful.
Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
Celeste is so beautiful, like you don't know. You don't know how beautiful she is. Can I make it so like you can see the photo? Shift. Oh no. Complete.
Lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
You were facing the ultimate lucky students, of course you would.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
Yeah. She's the waifu. Like I said, Celeste, Toko, and Kyoko are the waifu.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oof.
Keiko?
Taeko?
Finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oof, oof, oof. Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
That's her real voice. Still beautiful.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I don't want to watch Celeste die, but it must be done. Hey, Moon.
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The black in this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinging scheme was Celestia Lutenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Not really.
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Ifumi's impotence was beyond all my calculations. So, you really did approach Ifumi with this plan, but how did you get him to agree? I didn't imagine he would be happy to agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality, lying. My speciality? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to him to agree.
So then,
Then, did you use, I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does that mean she was talking about alter ego?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
So you're the one who stole it. That is right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with? And right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
I was hoping to talk to you alone. It was about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
Are you okay with
It was Taka. He stole it.
What?
So,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? It turned out I found the use for a digital camera. I had taken, what Taka's room earlier and took pictures of what I saw there. I deleted the pictures as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got closer.
Are you correct? Which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me. And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he said, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. Can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. My throat.
My throat died from that. Oh my gosh. Please wait. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target.
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka's gonna try to kill you.
What?
indeed.
And all he can keep her to himself.
That's bastard. Bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I have to save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It would be so happens I have come up with a plan.
Huh?
I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love immense. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive a person mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was it strange costume Ifumi created? Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to make something to hide his face of a general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it was my fault for picking him in the first place. So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it? And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part where him playing dead? What she's asking us is... What was Hifumi purpose to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he had his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was beyond the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed it? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioned him about what had happened, I was gonna murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody would doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. That is very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to a level of the opponent, in fact. Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So, you had planned to kill him all along?
But of course, there would have been no point in my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself. How can human life mean so little to you? That isn't a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
You sound like Byakuya.
No, he deserves his pleasure from his thrill of hunt. In the aspect, we are nothing alike. Then, what made you take things this far? Was it literally just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offers? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that is not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, only my thoughts have been escape.
But you, along with everyone's been saying how we have to accept living here.
Obviously, that was a lie. Ugh. I couldn't take it. I hated this one day more than anyone else here. I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why, huh? Because I had a dream, and accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever. And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to take a metaphorical killing. And it was all for that dream.
And what was the dream of yours?
To live in a European castle.
A castle? Yes, Queen! Queen.
Allow me. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. Once I obtained that, I would have created the perfect aesthetic world of decadence.
Fine.
Living the rest of my life, there was only dream, my one goal. That was what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 billion would have made my dream a reality. I got right on the edge, but
Nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been shattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursue my dream until the very end, so why would I?
Just the word.
You sound so passionate, but you really were able to kill your own friends for it? Are you asking me to feel guilty? It's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing. It's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. And there is a terrifying how different our values are. There's simply no room for understanding. That's what we should be saying, and plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared? That is right. I don't fear death. Kill me, however you like. But, you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had the choice, then I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Ew, just get executed again.
Celeste smiled then, and then she said, "It looked to me like a poor effort to force it." She claimed she would fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie, and the weak smile is what betrayed her.
Are you done? Okay, let's get this rolling. The black and disturbed the peace, and they must pay the price. Now then,
A very special punishment.
for the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
What's this?
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Yep.
Which is why... Actually, it's not important.
Oh, bye, Celeste, the waifu.
Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Oh, so sad. Celeste has been guilty. Time for the punishment.
The burning of the Witch of Versailles.
She's not even tied up. Technically, she could escape if she wanted to. So beautiful. Bro, what? Oh, that is gonna hurt. Ooh. Yikes.